cool, dope, smooth, suave, whatever words you want to use, but this is what society has placed amongst those tobacco users. Hello, my name is Stephen Green, and by the end of my speech, I want you, my audience, to understand that the use of tobacco has been a misleading trend for years. Not only is it an expensive habit, but it causes serious bodily harm. Tobacco users need to understand that smokeless tobacco is just as harmful as smoking cigarettes, cigars, or pipe tobacco. You have to understand that the benefits of quitting outweighs the usage. Many of tobacco companies portray the use of tobacco as a cool and social effective tool. The benefits of quitting of tobacco outweighs the consumption by the thousands. In today's world, health insurance companies, they weigh in the factor of tobacco users and the risk that they take among giving policies to the consumers. The use of tobacco does not only affect you, but those around you, your loved ones including. With that being said, let's talk about the so-called benefits. The greatest feeling that we get is when we smoke, right? Well, that great feeling that you get from smoking comes from an insecticide called nicotine. But if you don't know, an insecticide is used to kill insects. But in cigarettes, there's only a minute dosage for it. With that, a mental game comes along with the big hype of smoking. We do everything we can to fit in, to be in the in crowd. Don't do that. Smoking is not that serious. It's just something formed that we say habitual. You don't need to smoke. With that mental game comes a social image. You know that social image that we want to be with the in crowd and we want to do this, we want to do that. Well, if you don't know, let me tell you a little small secret. Besides you picking up the cigarette yourself or whatever form of tobacco that you may use, second and third hand smoking is 20 times worse than you smoking yourself. So whether you're doing it or you're around it, you're highly affected of it. Now that I've told you about the effects of the social image and mental game that we have, let's talk about how much is wasted. Do you know time is money and money is time? Those common phrases come together. Think about you at work. You put in your 8 hours. If you're productive, through those 8 hours, you get praised for it, you get raises or whatever have you. But do you know that the U.S. spends $3,000 per smoker per year? Whew. If you don't know, let's do the numbers. $15 billion per year on average for smoking cigarettes in just healthcare. And that's just smoking cigarettes. That's not natural. That's something that we inflict on ourselves. Money wasted. You know that the average consumer spends about $1,500 to $1,600 a year on cigarettes. If you want to take in account of pipe tobacco, you're looking at above $1,800, according to MayoClinic.com. The lifespan on average, do you know 4 million people die yearly from smoking, according to the MayoClinic.com, from smoking? 4 million people. Boy, that's a serious habit. Now, with the discussion of the time span and the money and what have you being spent, now let's talk about the benefits of quitting. A better life. Look good, feel good. When it comes to quitting the use of cigarettes and tobacco, the body in itself, the immune system, do you know that after your last consumption of tobacco, within 20 hours, your body slows down, the mind stops producing the way it needs to produce, the blood stops producing the way it needs to produce, the oxygen content of your body lowers as the CO2 content raises. That's not healthy, which allows you to get sick faster, injured prone, whatever have you. Smoking is not good at any cost. Do you know that when we talk about the immune system and the health system, when it comes to an injury or non-life threatening, on average it's 1 to 2 weeks for you to recover from an injury. But a smoker, 3 to 5 weeks. You do the math. Which one's healthier to you? For those that play sports or have a serious job that they depend on the reactionary gap, their hands, their feet, their mind to think. Smoking is not good for you. Though it seems that it makes you feel better, that's just the nicotine kicking in and taking over your blood. With that being said, in conclusion, the use of tobacco has been displayed for years as something cool and always portrayed by the superstar athlete or the fad the neighborhood family that we all look up to. The truth behind the hype is that not only do you give your money away to help the grave come faster to you, but you in turn can destroy everything that you worked hard for. With these facts being said to you, the information's out there. The choice is yours. Stop tobacco use.